Alright guys, welcome to another Marvel Champions gameplay example here. So in continuing with what I've been doing recently, this is Magneto against scenario 2 from the Mad Titan's Shadow. So in this case it's the tower defense, which is the Proxima Midnight and excuse me, Corvus Slave attack on the Avengers Tower. So I haven't actually played a whole lot of this, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. But as we can see here, the game is pretty much set up for us. But let's have a quick look and see what's going on here. So, set up for the Under Siege. Reveal stage 2A. Put it into play next to this stage. So there are two main schemes and two villains in play. So you can see that's been put out here. We have Proxima, we have Corvus. And with this one then, when revealed, put the Avengers Tower environment into play. Done. Stronghold side face up. Put the focus defense attachment into play and attach it to this stage. So that's done over here. Here's the focus defense. Each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of Black Order Besieger. That's been done. Puts them into play, engaged with them, and then shuffled the encounter deck. So let's do that. That should hit all the main setups for this. And then I'll flip these guys over. So on this one, Proxima Midnight leads the Black Order in a direct assault on Avengers Tower. Proxima Midnight scheme. When this stage would be completed, remove all the threat from this stage instead and then deal 6 damage to Avengers Tower. And then this one, Corvus Slave scheme. When this stage would be completed, remove all the threat from this stage instead. Then deal each player 1 face down encounter card. Now with these, Proxima Midnight, when Proxima Midnight attacks you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower or Proxima gets +2 attack for this attack. She cannot be defeated while Corvus Slave has any hit points remaining. And the same for Corvus Slave. Then after Corvus Slave makes an undefended attack, discard the top card of the encounter deck and deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower for each boost icon on that card. Corvus Glaive cannot be defeated while Proxima Midnight has any hit points remaining. Okay, so I think the nature of this game is hit hard and hit often. Try to get these guys down as much as possible while maintaining these. These won't thread out for us, but basically the damage that's done here is what will hurt a lot. So, how do I feel about what's going on? Let's check our hand. Right, we have M. Excellent. M can come out and take care of this guy. And I'm going to use these two to pay for that. And I might just get rid of these 3 to see what we can get rid of. Or to see if we can pull something better, I should say. So I'm going to lose Death Focus. I'm going to lose the Danger Room Training. And I'm going to lose the Armor. I'm hoping for some big attacks, basically. But no, we have no luck there. So, with that in mind, let's begin. So turn 1. I'm just going to flip over into Magneto, and then I'm going to use the magnetic pull. So we're looking for a magnetic card. We have one. Fabulous. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, gain a tough status card. Now with that, they can't be defeated unless the other one is defeated. So even me doing damage could prove like we can't do it until we turn them over. So let's go magnetic. Our Master of Magnetism and the Power of Leadership to play M. After M enters play, defeat a minion with few remaining hit points than M. While this is a Black Order minion with 3, she has 4. That defeats them. So that I will do. Now with that done, let's just check what was his thing. After Black Order besieges you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower or deal 2 damage to your identity. Let me do a quick check here. Right, that puts 1 out, doesn't it? Searches for it and puts it into play engaged with them. So he was put into play engaged with me. So I think that response should have occurred. Yeah, so do you know what? I'm going to put it on the main. I'm going to put it on the thing. Put 1 damage here. So I'm fine with that. No. How do I know I'm going to be using metal shards, but who do I use it on? I mean, we're going to be hitting for 7. So, oh, right. I'm going to hit you for 2, and I'm going to use you to take 3 here. So that's Corvus Glaive reduced by 5. Okay, then I'm going to use these 3 to play metal shards. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which I'm perfectly fine with. The defeat doesn't matter, so we'll get rid of that. And with that done, I'll actually go to the next phase. So we're going to the villain phase, turn 1. After the player phase ends, attach this card to the other main scheme. So this is going over to Proxima Midnight. She's now the main villain. So, with that said, I believe both of them do get the villain whom the attached scheme is yet villain. So they both get the +1, I believe. Right? Then, but she's the only one that's active. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Well, this mightn't be a very long game anyway, so we'll see how we go. No. What am I trying to do? So we've done stage 1. Now she's going to attack me. When Proxima Midnight attacks you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avenger's Tower, or she gets +2 for this attack. I'm going to do 1 damage to Avenger's Tower. She's going to hit me. I'm going to let it go through. So she's hitting for 2 plus another 1. She hits me for 3. That I'm perfectly fine with. Do we have anything else we care about here? I don't think so. So with that, let's draw a card. And the card is, the villain attacks you. So she's going to attack me again. Same thing, I'm going to put 1 on this, and I will just try to weather the hit. So 2 plus 3, 4. She hits me for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. All right. Now, with that done, let's go to turn 2. How am I feeling about this? Well, the first thing I will do, I will use the magnetic pull. See what we can get. Discard card from deck. Was that a card? It was, yeah. So this was the card. I wasn't sure there because that didn't make it very clear. This was the card that came through. Excellent. I'm happy enough with that. No. I think I'm going to attack Proxima for 2. And then you're going to attack him for 3. That defeats both of them. Right now, that does defeat you as well, though. M is gone from play. And we will next villain those 2. So with that done, how am I feeling about these? Right. I'm trying to figure out here, because I think we're definitely going to be using metal shards, so I might use these 2 first. 1, 2, to play the electromagnetic blast. It's going to remove 3. I'm going to remove it from this guy over here, and we don't really have anything else. We have no hero responses in play, so they just get discarded, which I'm fine with. Then I'm going to use the metal shards, paid for with the cape and the Master of Magnetism, and deal 7 damage to an enemy. I'll deal 7 damage to Proxima. Done. Then I'm going to flip down, and then using Survivor, I'm going to put these 3 back in and shuffle. And with that, I think we'll call it a day on that turn. So part 1 goes on to this. He is now going to scheme here. This should actually move over here. I should put 1 on each, excuse me. Then he's scheming for this, which is 2 plus a tough. So he puts 2 on and gives the villain a tough status card. So he gets his tough. That's done. And then I get a bad card, which is Black Order Procedure. After Black Order Procedure engages you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avenger's Tower or deal 2 damage to your identity. The tower can take it, I think, so That's fine with me. Oh shoot, he shouldn't leave play, excuse me. Let me put that back. That's me acting too fast there now. And with that, we'll go to turn 3. Now, I do have to recover, I think. Yeah, I'm going to recover for 3. I'm going to flip over. I'm then tempted to get Pixie into play. And then maybe, what do I have left? If I have these two gone, we can bring M into play. M comes in. I think that's the correct play here. So I'm going to go Strength to play Pixie. After you play Pixie from your hand, add an X-Men ally from your discard pile to your hand. We know exactly the one I'm going for. In this case, it's going to be M. M comes back in, and we close that. I'm going to use these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to bring M into play. After M enters play, defeat a minion with fewer remaining hit points than M. He has fewer, he is defeated. Now, these guys can both attack here. That does get us Proxima Midnight. Essentially, not out of play, but at least damage. Now, Pixie won't survive that. But that's at least that part done, which I'm cool with. And I think we'll call that a day for that. So, part 1. 1 goes on to each. This should move over. She's then going to attack me. When Proxima Midnight attacks you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avenger's Tower, or Proxima Midnight gets +2 for this attack. She can do 1 damage to the tower, and she's hitting me for 3. I think I'm going to defend this one. I think that's the most viable thing. Though saying that, I could make the call. No, I'll defend. I'll defend this one, knowing that 3 is coming out. She's hitting me for 3 plus 0. I've defended for 2, so that's going to be 1 damage. And then the bad card is Landing Craft. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with the player who defeated this scheme. So I'll just leave this over here for now. Keep an eye on that, but I'm not too worried about that for the moment. So with that, let's go to the hero phase of turn 4. I do like the idea of getting Cyclops out. Right? But let's say she attacks. That'll get rid of the tough. Cyclops can then hit for 3 because of his thing when he comes out. We're doing okay, but we're not doing great. What if we do Professor X on the other hand? Right, Professor X comes into play. We do have some issues with threat here. Like, this is going to be giving us an extra 1 when that threats. This is going to be doing 6 damage to the tower, which is something I'd like to avoid. So maybe we're looking at doing some threat mitigation here. So Professor X makes more sense in this instance. So let's have M do 2 from this scheme. Tempted to bring Professor X out, ready me up. But you could do another 2. And then we could maybe use Professor X to pull something off that. But it would be a confuse if I didn't do anything. Yeah, maybe that's it. So I'll go 1, 2, 3 to bring Professor X into play. X gon' give it to you. He's going to confuse the villain, which will be Corvus Glaive in this place. He's then going to thwart for 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm tempted to flip down to maximize this. And oh yeah, he takes a consequential from that too. But knowing that we've got 2, we do have 2 potential blockers here. which could help us. Yeah, I think I'll stay in hero form for now. With 2 blockers, I think we'll be fine. So let's go from there, because I'm thinking we get a minion out. We could be using M in the next turn. So we'll go to the villain phase. 2 goes here, 2 goes here. 2 obviously from the acceleration token on this guy. Then this is moved over here. Corvus is going to attack us, but I might put M in front of it first. Yeah, let's deal with that first. So that's not undefended. After Corvus Slave makes an undefended attack, so that doesn't matter. I'm okay with that. He's hitting for 2 plus whatever's under this, which will be a random discard. Random discard. That's fine. So 2 to think that does 5. She's got 5 damage on her total. She is defeated and goes out of play. And we get our bad card. The bad card in this instance is Corvus Cunning. When revealed, Corvus Slave attacks or activates against you. So Corvus is going to attack me, in which case we have Professor X here too. And the attack is going to be 2 plus 1, so he's hitting for 3. If damage from this attack defeats an ally, ooh, okay, well it is going to defeat an ally. So it is going to do 1, 2, 3 to Professor X and defeats him, and then deal 3 damage to the Avengers Tower. 1, 2, 3. Okay, right, we're nearly there, but we're not quite there yet. So that's defeated. Thing done. Yeah, I think that's the correct way of putting them through. And then we'll go to turn number 5. So I'm going to first off use the magnetic pull. There we go, metal shards. That does change what I want to do, doesn't it? If I attack and do get rid of the tough, then I'm hitting him for 7 with this. 1, 2, 3. But I can't do anything else after that, can I? I'm kind of... But I think we can take some damage here. I think we're okay. So what I will do is I'll attack to get rid of the tough. Then I'll go 1, 2, 3. Actually, I might keep that. I'll get rid of my cape. To pay for this, which will do 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so little that I can do here. She is going to scheme, which will be like we're probably going to have to deal with this. That's going to put damage here. But I think we can work with that for the sake of it. Might get rid of the magnetic blast. I can defend. She's hitting for 3. I think going down. Yeah, I think flipping down is really the right call. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to use the survivor. 1, 2, 3. Go. Put those back in. Shuffle. And I might get rid of these 2. I think that's the play. And we'll go to the villain phase. So 2 goes here. 2 goes here. This is schemed. So with this stage, when this stage will be completed, remove all threat from this stage instead, then deal 6 damage to Avengers Tower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's at 14. After damage is placed here, if there is at least 9 damage here, remove all of it and flip Avengers Tower down. Done. I'm going to flip over. And in this case, when revealed, discard each other Avengers Tower from play. That's fine, we weren't dealing with it anyway. And then the force response after damage is placed here. If there is at least 9 here, the players lose the game. All right. So now, Proxima is going to scheme. She is scheming for 1 plus 2, 3, 4. Oh, nasty. That was not a nice scheme. And then we get a bad card, which is going to be Rain Fire. When revealed, deal 3 damage to Avengers Tower. 1, 2, 3. I think we're getting off fairly lightly, if I'm being totally honest. So with that done, Oh yeah, this should be over here. Just for, yeah, I forgot to move that over. But yeah, I believe we did it right. Let's go to turn 6. And for turn 6 now, is it worth me staying up? I think it is. Maybe doing a call for backup. I'm not entirely sure how to deal with this. So we know we can get Phoenix out. But maybe I will. You know what? I'm going to use Master Magnetism to bring out Asteroid M. Exhaust Asteroid M to shuffle the topmost magnetic card, which will be the Master of Magnetism. Shuffle. Into the deck, or into card in your discard pile, into your deck. Heal 1 damage for my identity. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. I'm going to flip over. I'm then going to use the magnetic pull. 1, 2. It's magnetic missile. Not what I wanted. But can't really do anything else. So like, if we bring this out for 1, I think we can we do anything? We can't, can we? Like, we are caught between a rock and a hard place here, because this will scheme for 2. Like, this is going off. I'm getting an extra encounter card. This will go off too, which is going to do 6 damage. That's it for it. So I think it's threat mitigation. I think that's what I have to look at here. So I may go Power of Leadership and a Magnetic Missile to get Phoenix into play. Her response doesn't occur. So we'll go 2 here. And I'll do 2 here. And I might use Genius to bring in a call for backup as well. Just to have it there. She can block maybe a hit for me. And then maybe the next turn, if, like, hopefully we're getting our attacks. So we just have to survive this turn. So with that said, let's go to the next phase, villain phase. This comes over. 2 goes here. 2 goes here. Corvus is going to attack me. I will gladly take that for now, rather than being affected by his force response. He's hitting for 2 plus another 2, so he's hit for 4. I mitigate 2 of that, so I take 2 damage. And then our bad card, that didn't go up. Excellent. This is City under attack. Corvus orders a regiment of his troops to assault New York City in order to draw out the Avengers. We got a hinder 1, so it's got 3 on it. And when defeated, the player who defeated this scheme draws 1 card. Okay, so with that said, I think we have it. I think we're okay for this turn. Right. So I'm going to let's go to the hero phase first. I'll use the magnetic pull, which will be Master of Magnetism. Exactly what I needed. Well, not exactly what I needed, but something anyway. I can just play metal shards with Master of Magnetism, and maybe I make the call to deal 7 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we did 3 more than needed, and I think that's game. So I could then maybe use a Wrapped in Metal to bring out the Danger Room, which would go on to Phoenix. She could then thwart a further 3 from anywhere else. Maybe if we go this one, 1, 2, 3. This is defeated, and I draw a card. Anything else I can do there? No. These will be shuffled back in, and I'll be drawing a card, but that's overkill. So with that, guys, I think that's a clean defeat. Obviously, if I've missed anything there, by all means, just shout it out, let me know, throw it in the comments. And with that, I'll say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and catch you in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.